Hello and welcome to the Virtua Made
Let's get
podcast.
made to be
Um,
virtual. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's we've been trying to get this podcast started for a couple weeks now,
Yeah,
right? What's like three?
it's been a
Yeah, for a
while. It's
while.
it's almost it's like on the verge of becoming a meme because we every time we try to like record it, something happens.
Yeah,
It's like the curse of the podcast.
like either somebody getting kind of sick, or somebody has like has lessons or something. Or else, or or like I had to go take something to an office or something like
But
that.
we're
Yeah,
here today and we're doing
stuff
it for
happens.
real, people. You're hearing it, so you'll know once it
Yeah,
hits your ear holes.
episode one was supposed to have guests, but we just needed to start it, so it's just us two
That's
for
right.
now.
There's a saying in art that sometimes the hardest thing to do is to start, and so we're just starting it. We just want something out there.
Yeah, this is also a successor to my mini podcast kind of thing, which hopefully gets done. Some my audio, Phil's audio is fine. Some of my audio got messed up, and yeah, I think I have one more episode out that I've been done with. I just haven't put it out there yet.
I'm really proud of those.
I'll do it. I'll do it soon. Yeah, they're fun.
I encourage everyone to
They're
check
great.
those out because they'll be on the same channel as this, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. So do you want to start with the topic, or should we address anything else?
I guess.
Oh,
I guess.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
bi-weekly. Yeah, if whoever's listening to this will wonder when the next one will come out. Wait for like 2 weeks.
For anyone like wondering like what is Virtua Made, like we it's an art podcast, right? And
essentially we want to talk about creating. It doesn't have to be specifically like painting or drawing or anything. It could be like animating in 2D or 3D, or making music.
Yes.
Film. We're mostly the creators we're gonna have on our friends that we know, we've met. And it's gonna be great. Anything else you want to say? Add to that?
That does it pretty well. I was just gonna say, yeah, we talk about just the raw act of creation, creating anything and everything, and we talk about it.
Also, we can talk about like any media we've consumed in the week or two, in the 1 week or two that we had off this podcast. Like any aspect of like art style, direction, anything.
Yeah, if there's a show you've watched, if there's a movie you want to shit on, yeah, you can also.
Yeah, just media that's been created. Creative media is what we're gonna cover.
We're all about that media, baby. All right.
So, you want to start with your topic about being a daily artist?
Yeah. I think that's a good segue. I have some notes here. But this is something I think about quite a lot. I mean, I live it. I'm an artist. For those who don't know me, I'm an illustrator / animator sometimes. That's all I'll say. That's all the stuff I do for now. There's other stuff I do, but that's what I want to focus on. But that I just want to talk about like what the reality of that life is, because just so like I want to like tell people like how it really is. It's definitely not as glamorous as it might seem. So every day I I wake up and I reload the program. I remember who I am, and I remember all the projects I have to work on, and I just go, ugh. And
yeah, same. I have many projects going on. Like, you want to tell your project first? Or should I go?
I'll just start with one, and then I can bounce back to you. Right now, I'm working on the sound design for one of my short films, and you'd think it'd be easy enough just to go to a royalty-free site and just snag a bunch of sounds, but this is like a multi-day endeavor to like mix the sounds right and put them and have the right sounds first of all before you do anything, and to fade them in and out of each other, and to make sure it all mixes cohesively and nothing like offends the ears. So that's what I've been up to.
Oh, what was that? My ears are throw up. Yeah. I have projects. Yeah. Well, it's mostly just like art pieces, like fan art mostly that I have. But I have other stuff I'm working on. Just to give a little taste of what I'm doing, I have to write a script for some buddies of mine in IRL buddies. We want to make films, live action films, and that's one of the things I've been really interested in for most of my life. And I was like, and yeah, I have to create a script, and hopefully I can. Also I have a personal project, which I don't know when it will come out because I'm still in R&D for it. It's like a comic. It's a comic. I've explained it, I believe, in the old
in ye old yes days.
Yes.
For the and
which
for anyone who hasn't like heard about your project, do you have like an elevator pitch about it or something?
Oh fuck! It's not like it's gonna be anything smart deep. It's just I just want it to be like a which one actually? The comic or what I'm working on with my friend?
I'll actually get back to the one about the friends. I have something to ask about that, but I guess we'll focus on the comic.
Yeah, it's just I just wanted to draw a fun post apocalyptic demonic world and just this girl surviving in it. It's cool. I just wanted to. It's basically it. I'm actually not sure if I explained this in yes.
I think you glossed over it.
Oh. It was just like an idea I had for like. I was thinking like it all started from just one idea for like a very fast short scene.
Was it the one with the zombie
of a no, that's something I I mentioned I had an idea of, but I don't think I would work on it because I don't have an interest in making a zombie thing, which I feel like the demon thing is still similar, but it's not what the bat. It's just like a girl it's just like because I wanted to in my head I was just thinking of making an anime scene of a girl of weight of a chainsaw and a girl grabbing a chainsaw, but like it's just on a table and she doesn't anticipate the weight of the chainsaw. She turns it on and I guess there's like monsters outside of like a cabin she's in, and I haven't even thought about monsters yet. I just wanted to animate a girl taking a chainsaw off a table nice. That's on. And she's like dragging the blade on the floor until she finally until she finally holds it upright, and then just like sparks coming from the end of the blade, and on the floor. I don't know. That's really how it started, and I was like, wait a minute, what if she was fighting monsters? Oh, wait a minute, what if this is like a 5-minute short? Wait a minute, what if this is an actual series? I could just make it sounds like it
snowballed really quickly.
Yeah. I feel like that's how things start for me. It's just a small idea of a scene, and then it just goes.
Yeah, same. I do the same thing. Like to me, it sounds the way you described it. It's like you had like this vision, this little vision that just compounded on itself, and that's how all my ideas start too. And like. I'll do that and I'll start to build upon it, But then like my favorite part actually is like bringing other people into the madness of the idea, and then we start bouncing ideas off each other,
Yeah.
and then there's no turning back after that point.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I, j- I just hope I get it done soon.
That's going to be a comic, right?
It's gonna be comic because, well, part of me still wanted to be like an animated, a short animated series, but like animation's
Yeah.
hard,
Oh god.
and it'll come out faster as a comic. Um, what I was thinking of doing is probably just making it as a comic and then animating scenes from the comic that I thought of in an animation form first, and just like have a GIF next to it.
No,
I
that'd
don't
be
know.
cool. Like you
Yeah.
focus on what you want to.
Hope it is. Yeah, so I can do animation on the side and not just focus on comic, because animation is really what I've always wanted to do. Um, making films in general, but mostly in an animation media. Even though I have mentioned I've also had a huge interest in live action.
Yeah, that's a good segue to go back to that. You were saying that you were writing a script for your buddies for this live action thing. Tell me about the genesis of that. I think did it all become because you? I think you told me that you found a camera or something.
It's always been, since senior year of high school. It's always been a dream of my friends and I.
Mm-hmm.
Especially one of them who's also really into film as I am. We're like, oh, it'll be great if we could make movies, and we filmed some really short stuff in the past. But it's not until like lately in my life. My friends are from LA, and I've lived somewhere in a different city during the in between the time of senior year of high school with those guys and now. I've been living somewhere else, and then I came back, and hopefully it is permanent. I kind of do want to stay here, and the first day we hung out, three of my friends and I, so there was four of us. We were just hanging out. We went to a Goodwill, and my friend already has a camera to film, but we just happened to find like an old Panasonic camera from the '90s, and we're like, oh shoot, this is sick. And then we found a bag somewhere else that had contained like the extra batteries and everything.
Oh my god.
Like, okay. It'd be great if we actually film with this. We're not gonna only film with that. He has like a DSLR that we can use too, but like we can use both cameras, and it's gonna be great. And lately we've been bouncing ideas off each other. A friend of mine, one of my friends and I, and we want to start a web series and also other films on the side, other like longer stuff, longer movies. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, like, what are the odds that? I mean, you found this old camera, but then you also found like the batteries just for it, and then you and your buddies had this thing.
The batteries, the chargers, the extra stuff. Oh my god, it was, dude. We found a note in that bag, and it was like a present for someone years ago, and it was kind of there was feelings to it, and we all kind of just felt like, oh, we were like kind of sad. We're kind of like,
yeah, that's like there's a story there.
Yeah, like somebody like bought this for a loved one, and it was like, oh shit, and it just happens to be, and we found it.
Oh shit! What happened to that person?
We don't know. There's like we found a catalog in there that's from 1990, I believe, and then we found a receipt from 2003. 2003. It's cool. It was pretty cool to find all that. But yeah, it's always been a dream of ours to make films together, especially since we've the first short we did for like a school project.
And what was the I guess the experience of like actually filming the thing, the actual like content? for you? Like,
Oh, like
yeah, like
school project.
anything you guys filmed together.
Um, um, I feel like the real like finished project was the school project because of course we had to turn
Yeah.
it in. But it was really fun. We had of course a script and we pretty much improvised. We just looked at the script and we just had an idea. We didn't really like stay true to it unless we had to. And it was just like a wacky time travel adventure short, and I was an actor mostly, and I also was the cameraman when I
Okay.
needed to be. Um, it was shot in a day, and I was the antagonist, and it was great. It was really fun. We were just with all the jokes. One of my friends was a homeless guy who had a stick. Who we just happened to find a stick that was attached to like a rope or something.
Okay.
And then one of my friends were like, "Oh, well, we can use him as like a joke character in the background, and he's just gonna be a homeless guy who's walking his pets."
Okay. I wouldn't have...
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun filming in person.
It is. I got to do a little bit of stuff like that for school too. In this like special effects class, we just had to like gather a bunch of footage for like a short film. Our teacher like put a lot of pressure on us because he was like, "Well, I'm gonna take your projects and submit them to a short film festival like day one," and we're like, "Oh, thanks.
That's sick.
I guess we're movie makers now." Mind you, we didn't like have any experience with this at all. So we're kind of just throwing into that. But that's cool, being thrown into the deep end. But it was like really fun to like film shit with your buddies. The camaraderie and the good times and the goofs and the gaffes behind the scenes are as much fun as like actually cutting and editing the film together and then watching it afterwards.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love film. Holy shit.
Yodr realizes.
I just realized
you like double realized. Oh my god, I love filming.
Oh, fuck, yeah. I love making movies. Oh my god, I need to make movies now. I just need to. I need to make an animated feature film and a live action one.
There it is. The compulsion to create.
Oh no.
Is born.
Yeah, you pretty much awakened. We just awakened my inner child. No.
Your movie making chakras, yes.
Yeah.
I realize we've gotten away from the topic of life as an artist. Maybe we could bring it back to, because I never asked like what it is for you, I guess, day to day.
I'm not a professional artist. I'm pretty much an amateur. The reason I don't call myself an artist, and I guess I could also mix in my topic of confidence in this. But real quick, yeah, I'm an amateur artist. I just draw whatever. It's not like I get paid for it or anything.
Yeah.
And that I also don't like run an art page or blog or something where I post my art. And I guess I can talk about confidence because of that.
Okay.
I don't finish projects. Mainly art like drawings. Like I could probably do a film. Cause I'm way into it, and I'm working with my buddies. So I'm like, oh, okay. It's I know it'll get done. Cause yeah, there's a group of us. But like, but since I'm on my own when I'm drawing something or animating, I don't finish because I don't I guess the same for other artists, because only the artist knows where they mess up, and since I'm the artist here for the stuff I'm making, I I know where my weaknesses are, so it stops me from
Yeah.
finishing. I'm always thinking like, I don't know if that I don't know if that torso looks right. Is that too big, or am I getting proportions wrong? Does my style look decent? I don't know. That's
I think that's all stuff that like
that's
everyone thinks about, and
definitely
not to like
definitely.
minimize your struggle or anything, but like yeah, like finishing projects is like a big uh I don't know, like poison, or it's a thing everyone struggles with, and I still do it. Like I've been doing art since I was 5, but like I still have like this fan art painting I've been working on of Darling in the Franxx, and like it's like 80% there, but like that's where everything starts to come to a screeching halt, and like I'm at a point where there's sections of the paintings that I've just been thinking about for so long and been trying to fix, and sometimes I just make them worse, and I'm just like, no, it'll never be done. I will never exercise this
Yeah.
demon. And every time I open up the file, I just groan. I'm like, oh god.
Oh my. Okay, so since February, there's a there's a guy we know, Doc
Mm.
Chutney, in our Discord. He was drawing Misato, and he posted a Misato image. This was back in February, and I was like, oh my god, Doc, you're making me want to draw Misato. So I started drawing Misato, and that this was February, and then it's still not finished, and I'm still working on it. But the only thing I actually do in there is I look at it, and then I hate everything, and I redo it. I
Oh
redo
my
the whole
god.
pose. It's the same pose, but I'm just trying to fix it to look like good, in my opinion, in the way what I
Yeah.
think good is.
Your
Maybe I'm trying to like
standards.
give myself a higher
Yeah.
standard. Yeah, and I'm just like, yesterday I was on a call with some friends, and you know, we were drawing. Uh, Most of us were drawing, I believe. Just three of us. It was just three of us. It was like
Hmm.
four people on the call. Uh, and I was working on the Misato drawing, but all I did was delete my layers and made the pose again, which I think looks a bit better. But I don't know. Maybe my my opinion will change later. And I saved it, and I left the call, and I was done.
That sounds so fucking arduous to like be working on that for so long.
Um, Okay, back in January, I do you know my fan art from Oregon?
Oh yeah, I really liked that one.
Oh, thank you. I yeah. So I was just gonna say, I wish I can fix it. But oh well, I need to
No,
leave
it's
that alone.
perfect.
Uh, it I started in the beginning of the month. I started that in the beginning of the month in January of this year, and it took me so long, so long. It was supposed to be like a full
Hmm.
body image, but I was like, it's I can't right now, so I changed it. But anyways, I was like always redrawing redrawing the pose, trying to fix the line art as much as I could. It took me days because I'm always changing my mind until like I think the last week, I believe, of
Hmm.
January. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna start over, and I'm gonna finish it in a
Hell
day,
yeah.
and that's what I
Hell
did.
yeah.
All that whole month of just doing basically doing nothing, and until I decided I'm gonna finish it in one day, and I did it. And I need to somehow get that back into me. Well, it doesn't have to be done in a day, but I still need to try to finish things faster,
Yeah.
and yeah, and actually finish
That
things.
that's
Um,
something I've been struggling with all my life. Just finishing things faster. I Before I go into that, I do want to say that like props to you for like restarting, cuz like actually most people wouldn't do that. They would like have one drawing with parts that they like, and they will refuse to start over because they're like, "Oh, I don't want to
oh,
break this,"
Yeah, I've had that feel. I felt that too. When I restart something, I look at a line. Just it could be
Yeah.
just one or more, and I'm like, that
Oh,
looks
that
really
line.
good, but I hate everything else. I hate everything else. But that still makes me change it.
Yeah, and then like you like
And
structure everything around this one good line, but then you're like stiff as fuck because you can't stay loose.
yeah,
That is like the worst feeling for me, and I wish I could like I wish I wasn't afraid to just break things apart more.
hmm I definitely not. I guess. As long as I don't like something, I will do something
Yeah,
about it.
it's harder to
Um.
I mean it's easier to do that with digital art, which is a double-edged sword.
Oh my god, I lost my pencil. Like I could probably get another pencil, but like the pencil I had was like from a pack of a pack of pens I got at Michael's. No, it's a pencil I love using. It's like the Sakura mechanical
Oh,
pencil,
okay.
and I've lost it, and I refuse to get any other pencil.
Oh
Uh,
man.
to draw my sketchbook. So I'm like, I want to draw my sketchbook, but I just don't have that pencil. I can't do it.
Oh dude, you gotta
I love traditional art.
you gotta like
Huh?
get past that and get drawn in your sketchbook.
I wanna make sure I can find it first.
Hmm.
You know, what if it is around? Um, yeah. So since I don't finish stuff, I kind of don't want to call myself an artist.
Hmm.
Cause I don't know. I feel like I don't deserve it. I don't deserve to be called an artist, especially because I don't have much work. I think in my social medias, I only have like 2 drawings
Hmm.
posted. And I probably have like podcast art for why the hell are we watching this on there, but I still don't want to call myself an artist. I'm like, not yet. I can't
I think
yet.
that's
Even though my bio is amateur artist or something. No, it just says I make amateur doodles.
yeah, I think that's going back to the confidence thing, or at least having something to show for it. You know, having all this,
Yeah.
having a portfolio. Um, but at the same time, like, I think that goes into like imposter syndrome and just being like, even though like you make stuff like you do, like you do the process of being an artist. I still think you're worthy of being called an artist. But it seems like you look at your finished product, and you don't like see much to show for it, and so like that makes you hesitant, to like give this expectation of I am an artist, and then people will be like, well, let me see your art, and you're like, oh, you know.
My family always says like, why don't you go for like I don't know, do something with my art as a I guess a job, and I say no, I'm not ready. I always say no because I'm just no. I just don't think I can.
Well,
I have nothing to
well,
show for it. That's
if not now, like when though,
I know when
You
when would
can't.
that happen?
I don't know. I just think just don't limit yourself. It just I don't think
Yeah,
I've ever been like, yeah, I'm ready for this thing. I Maybe I'm a little reckless, but
yeah,
sometimes you just gotta like jump in and learn as like look as you leap. I don't know. That's not a saying, but it is now. Um,
yeah. We're gonna coin that saying here in
yeah, we're gonna
Virtua Made.
monetize that
Gotta
meme.
look. Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I felt towards
Yeah.
that.
Sorry.
I had to say. Uh. Yeah. Hopefully I do finish stuff. I need to finish this Misato,
Oh man.
and then I have another thing to finish.
That Misato is the demon you have to exercise.
I have gotten far with it once. Then I went. Then I deleted it. I deleted every layer.
Oh, I
So
remember what
yeah.
I was gonna say. Back when we're still talking about finishing stuff, and you talked about speed. That's something that's
Yeah.
I guess I've tried to attain for a long time now. I am getting faster, but like you're not. I'll start with saying you're not the only one who would take an entire month to finish a painting. I've done that. I had this Ghost in the Shell painting that I did maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and it was just my hill to die on, and I wasn't going to let this one go. And I finished it after a long ass time, but like that's kind of where I had my bar set for how slow I was. I was like, oh god, this isn't feasible. I can't do a painting a month. I'd be a faster. And so I kind of went back to the drawing board and just kind of became obsessed with like things that I can do to speed up the process. Not necessarily to make it like lower quality or cheaper, but like little like technical things I can do to like kind of manage my time and compartmentalize a piece of art a little better. And now I'm able to do that same painting in like a couple days if I have the time to work on it. And I still think, and I still haven't gotten over thinking that that's slow. I think that it can also be brought back to the confidence thing, because like I look at other people who literally put out like maybe 2 amazing pieces a day, and that's where the bar is kind of set in my mind, at least looking at art online. But I'm like, oh, I should be that fast at my age. Or for how long I've been doing this, I should be putting out 2 posts a day. And so it's just like I'm always like I always feel like I'm playing catch up with like my speed, because like I want to be fast while I'm younger, or at least while I'm able to build up the speed. Because like that's something that's harder to learn once you get older. Not like yeah.
Because you lose endurance. There's some quote from an anime or something about that, or from an actual animator that says
Yeah.
you gotta build speed. You gotta build speed
Yeah,
while you're
yeah,
young,
yeah.
because when you get older, you start losing endurance. Something like
I
that.
think that's
yeah.
a Man Ben quote. I might be wrong. But yeah, you build up speed while you're
Could
young,
be.
because once you get older, you'll slow down. So God, that's so scary to me. It's like an RPG, and like you get fucking locked in after a certain level. You just can't increase your speed,
Oh my god.
dude.
Yeah.
No.
Like in JRPGs where you level up so fast in the beginning, but then as you get a higher level, it takes longer to get to the next one.
I don't mean to scare our audience, but this is the life we live.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to build that speed now. Too. I need to like somehow muster what I had when I finished when I decided to finish the Morgan drawing in one day.
Like my I don't remember who said this, but just I want to focus more on finished, not perfect. I think that's a Jake Parker quote, actually.
Oh yeah.
He's the guy who founded Inktober.
Oh, sick.
Just to get shit out there.
Never done an Inktober.
Oh really? Have you never done like a challenge like that? I guess.
Never done challenges. I've always saw challenges and thought, that's cool. Like it's May and there people are.
Oh yeah, there's mermaid
stuff, like mermaid stuff, but I always like thought, oh, that's cool, but I'm not gonna do it because I don't feel like it. Yeah, cause I'm mostly in the past Inktober's, I see a post and then I think about, I have other stuff I'm already working on, so I'm not gonna spend time, doodling something for the day, even though I could probably do it.
Yeah, it's well, it's actually easier than you would think. Um, that's kind of how I like made a lot of growth and built a lot of speed on my artist pages. Was I was just during Inktober, like I was just putting shit out every day. I mean, it's like, and then like I was just getting people looking at my stuff all the time. And I didn't necessarily like all the drawings I did, but some of them were like real like underrated things that people really liked, and I was like, oh, you guys like that? I didn't know. I wouldn't have known if I hadn't done this challenge. But
maybe I've just been taking it lightly. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should do it this year. Let's see
you should do Inktober with me. It'll be like hell on earth, but it'll be really fun.
Sick. I have to like do it traditionally, right?
You don't have
like,
to.
Ready for that. Like,
there was actually a big debate about that last year, and I'm on the side of
really
you can do it digitally. Like, I really don't think it matters. It's about the practice of not breaking the chain.
I'll probably do a mix. Yeah, I'll probably do a mix. Yeah. Because my sketchbooks are always empty because I'm mostly on digital. I used to fill them out. But ever since I got a computer years ago, I was just like, I can just sit at the desk and draw right away. Well, it's the same. It's the same for a sketchbook. You just gotta open it and start drawing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
It's okay.
But it's just that the computer's already open, and I guess I'm like, I could probably just like put a podcast on inside and just start. Well, actually, I don't know what I'm trying to say because you could do that too, traditionally.
Oh no! Oh,
I don't know. Forget
delete
what I'm
this.
saying, but I just had. Let's restart the 38 minutes.
Restart Virtua Made.
Where's the reset button?
I was gonna say something. Oh, but yeah, I like challenges. I think they're cool. As long as like they as long as they're like open ended, like with Mermaid, like that's not really like something I would ever do. So that's why I'm not doing it. Otherwise, I would be. There is anime, which is more open ended, and that's something I would do, but I kind of missed the entry point on that.
I think Ross O'Donovan started this. Rubber Ninja. Annie Monthly.
Oh yeah, Annie Monthly. Yeah.
Yeah. Never done one, but there are times it crossed my mind. Like I could probably animate something, and maybe Ross will retweet it. I don't know.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe I should do that for my gifts, for the gifts of my comics.
Dude, that's a good idea, actually. You should do that.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Holy shit! Then bring in the audience from there. Oh my god, what a plan! I'm gonna start my comic soon.
Oh my god, I have to leave immediately.
Continue Virtua Made without me, Pill.
Just talking to myself. But I'm actually not like super familiar with Anime Monthly. I can guess from the name that it's just you animate something every month, right?
There's a theme for every month, I believe, but there are some animators who just do their own thing and still put the hashtag on their post, and people still see it. It's not like you strictly have to do the theme that Ross spits out. But yeah, like I don't know what this month's is, or last month's. I haven't been checking on Anime Monthly lately, but it's cool because I'm exposed to. I think it's at the end of every month where the retweets start happening, where the tweets come out for Anime Monthly. cause you take the month to animate it, then you put it out. And then and it's great because at the end of the month I start seeing all this cool stuff on my Twitter feed, and yeah, exposes me to more animators.
I am always blown away by the Anime Monthly retweets that invade my feed at the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Oh, have
I was just gonna say, I think our friend of the show, Mr. Isaac, an animator himself, I think he's done some Anime Monthlies that have been pretty damn good.
Oh, I think I feel like among us, other than you, he's like the other real animator.
He's the only real one. And I like barely consider myself an animator.
And then there's me who says, "Oh yeah, I like animation, but I don't play anything out because I don't finish it." Yeah. Cause in our Discord, he's posting stuff like studies from like Eureka 7 animations that he's done. It's cool. It's great.
Yeah.
It looks like he's always doodling and animating, and I'm sometimes envious because I'm like, why am I not doing that?
Oh man, the Discord function to see like what your buddies are up to. I always see that he's working in TV Paint. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta draw something. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanna. We'll have him on someday, folks, because I can't gush about Isaac enough.
Oh my god, I want him on. I want to talk about animation with him. I've had for a project. I've had this idea, or I think got it from a guy who does it already, but I want to do it myself, but I don't think I have enough knowledge yet. Is do like analysis on animated scenes.
Okay,
that'd be cool. I don't know if I'll actually do it. Don't expect anything out of me from here, because I already have other projects like the comic and my the film stuff with my friends. But it'd be cool to actually do that. Like look at at like animated scenes and just break them down, like the weight and everything.
Yeah, kind of like there's some channels that don't come to mind, but yeah. All the anime YouTubers I follow.
Yeah, but just strictly an animated scene, and it doesn't have to be anime. It could be from like some Pixar movie. That'd be cool. That'd be cool side project. I just need to pick.
That might be a good fit to do with a buddy on a stream or something. You just watch some animation and break it down.
Oh shoot! Virtua Made live stream is coming soon. I don't know that.
I mean, I'm open to it.
It could. I'm open to it too. It's just that who's gonna be streaming? Because I can't stream.
I could teach you. But
no, I know how to stream. I've streamed before. I'm not in a position to stream right now. I'm not in.
The setup.
Mhm. And also where my location is, because I just don't have my own personal space for that at the moment.
On the topic of streaming, I want to say, I want to get back into it. I used to stream like every week, and I would
film stream of consciousness,
dude.
Right?
Twitch.com/Philstream of consciousness. Wait, no, /drawphildraw. I haven't changed it yet. Oh no. But
I changed my YouTube channel's name a lot, and I just been waiting for 3 months. I don't know when the 3 months will happen, because I did it randomly like in February. So I don't know I don't know what date in May, or I can change it. But I've been waiting for so long because I got tired of the old school notebook, and I'm like, I just want to change it back to Yodr.
I just want to get my identity back. But I was gonna say, I just want to say, I have this setup, this setup with my streams. I told you about this, but every time I live stream, it will save the stream on Twitch, and this is basic shit, but like, I'll go into why I love this, but it saves the stream on Twitch, and then I have a restream link it to my YouTube, so every time I stream, it uploads a YouTube video of what I just streamed, and I can go in and edit the title later, but it's there, and like, this fulfills the part of me that just wants to get video content out, but it also like lets me have my cake and eat it too, because I don't want to edit a fucking video because I'm not a YouTuber. So there, it just instantly happens, and then I've got a YouTube upload of me drawing and talking with my buddies, and it's like, it's fun content and it's good. The only thing I guess I want to change about is making shorter streams. I just have so much fun that it always goes for 4 hours, and no one wants to watch a 4-hour dicking around drawing video.
You know, there's some people.
That's true, yeah.
I remember. Go check out the latest stream. It should be on his on your YouTube.
Yeah, youtube.com/ whatever.
And you can hear it. You can hear me come in talking about ordering
this
a burrito.
motherfucker is at a restaurant ordering a burrito, and it's so funny. Like, I don't know if it'll be great if you go back and watch it because the audio's garbage, but you can hear him at a restaurant ordering a burrito in the middle of my live stream, and I'm like, oh my god, he's here. It's so strange.
And then I'm outside and you hear a loud ass car come by.
You were just like, yo, what up, dude? I'm gonna order a burrito. That's the
and then I'm like, oh,
it's the best part of the medium.
And also you get stuff like wee Beckett.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, check out that stream. It was pretty fun talking to you guys there.
I want to do, this is a good segue, I because with those live streams, like, the way we did it, I just started drawing, and then everyone else was like, well, I'm gonna work on something too, because you are.
Yeah, it's great.
Like, I want to do that again.
What's great, even if it's not live stream, that's what's great about voice calls, especially when someone's working on something, because everybody's like, you know what, I feel productive too, because that guy's being productive, so I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing. It's great.
We're such imitatable creatures. But that's a.
I want.
Oh, sorry. You go.
No, you go ahead. I was just gonna say I want. I just want more.
Yeah, and there will be. That's something I wanted to actually like invest some time in, is doing like, I might still call it Phil's Stream of Consciousness, but it would be like a let's draw, and like I'll just start streaming and I'll be like, I'm not gonna try to be entertaining or anything, but like, I just draw with me. Come on, it'll be fun. And it might be like really quiet, but we'll just listen to music and crack jokes and every once in a while, but like it'll help us like finish our goals like together.
You're just gonna hear our
yeah.
Just like this.
All up. Just rub my facial hair on the mic. just.
Live stream ASMR.
just like that. I don't know if that came through, but.
Yeah. We had one more topic.
We did.
Big project or something like that.
Yeah, I've come to learn recently that I fucking love working on big projects. It's nothing against small ones. Like, I do a lot of small ones, but like, God, this isn't a result of school and like being forced to work on a big project, which was actually really good for me. And when I say big project, I'm talking about something that spans the scope of 4 to 5 months. So like, this is a pretty big chunk of my life, that I worked on this thing, which was an animated film. a short animated film. Like I'm like 3 minutes, 3.5 to 4 was my limit. But I love big projects because you get to touch every part of the production pipeline. I mean, at least in what I was doing with a 2-person team, there's so many problems come up that have to be solved, and this is a good thing because there's so much shit that I wouldn't have thought of during the course of this project that forced me to build upon the skills I have while researching and implementing new ones. For example, during the creation of my short film, like there was all the pre-production stuff I already know how to do, which is like concept art and storyboards. But then like we had to do the sound design, and then we had to put together an animatic, in which didn't have that much experience with. I only had done it once before, but I had to learn all these new programs, and I had to learn how to get better at like tweening and how to like be economical with my cuts as like a director, because that's an animatic is essentially like you're trying to make it as close to the final product as you can before you actually animate. But it was awesome. I learned a lot, and for working on this big project for so long, it really built a lot of discipline. I gained the endurance to focus on like one thing, to craft it for a long amount of time, which led to the ability to tackle, which will lead to the ability to tackle even bigger projects in the future. It's that endurance again that we were talking about and I'll have endurance to tackle those dream projects that I always keep tucked away, in the back of my mind. And there are some cons, like it's a little mentally taxing to have to focus on one thing for months or even years, God imagine. But like watching the payoff is watching all the pieces come together at the very end. And you present it to like some people, or you present it online, and you're like, hey, here's this thing that I put together. We've planned it, we've researched it, we've drawn it, we've animated it, and we've done sounds for it. It's like this presentation, and there's like pageantry and like showmanship that go into the final thing all together, and that's super fucking rewarding. And like I guess I got really high on that once the project was finished. I was just like, oh my god, this is the culmination of all this work, all the little voice clips, the background drawings, the colors, every frame we crafted, like seeing it all to come together on a big screen. It feels like you're putting a huge chunk of your career out there, and that can be really scary, but it's I guess I'm just a sucker for drama, and like it's such a dramatic thing. I'm really down to clown with it in the future.
Yeah, big projects are pretty cool. Well, the only experience I have are like the small films I made with my friends, but yeah, it's really great. Like, with big projects, are you like working on your own, or like with a group again? Like, is it exclusively with
the one in question was with a partner, just one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For me, working with a group and getting it's fun, like trying to be organized and be like, oh no, we needed this to happen. You got to do that. It's cool.
Yeah. I love.
Yeah.
I did have a group project too, actually. We worked on like a small video game. Right. I should have mentioned that.
Oh, sick.
But.
Dude, I didn't know you.
Oh, by the way, because
oh, by the way, to add to my list of things I do, I'm also a gamer.
It's not a big deal. Yeah, but like, I didn't mention it because it's like barely done. It's buggy as hell. But like, I guess I'll go back into the group thing. I wanted to say something about that, but like our game was about like this gummy worm that is like thrown into the backyard, and he's trying to get back into the bag in the kitchen, and there's like all these like regular bugs that are trying to like beat the shit out of him, and like so like the main mechanic of the game, which we never got to code in because like it was a school project, I should say, and we didn't have a time. But like it ended up being a normal platformer. But the main mechanic that we wanted it to be though that our gummy worm could split up into like multiple sections, and you could control simultaneously those little gummy worm players to solve puzzles, and it would be like one player co-op, I guess. Well, there's no co-op, but
like, or like you know how the gummy worm has like it's like it's split in the middle and it's like different colors. And
yeah.
Are you like does it split from where the colors?
It was ours had 4 colors, and it was supposed to split into 4.
Oh, okay.
Which makes for more worms to work with, but at the same time, if you have less health, like your health bar is those worms, and like if one single chunk of the worm gets touched, it would die. So you got to be careful and protect your team. But yeah, I went on too long for that, but that's essentially the game, and like we worked on it.
No, that's cool.
We worked on it together as a team.
You're yeah, that's awesome. Oh shit, making a game would be cool.
God, man, gaming is like such a an even bigger world. Maybe I just don't have much experience with it, but like I really learned a lot from working with that group together. I learned like how much stuff I don't know about how to make a game. There's just so much.
Yeah, that's what's great when you're dipping your toes into something you have no experience with. You start learning. Oh, so this is how it works, and I'm supposed to do this, or yeah, I don't know. What am I trying to say?
There's stuff like that, like coding, which I'm not stellar at in any regard. But the thing was, I was in a group, and I was with somebody who knew how to code. So like, I could watch. I was a project manager, and like I could be like, well, you're the best at coding, so you're gonna be the coder. But I'm also gonna have a hand in this because I'm gonna sit next to you and watch you do some shit, and then you can like teach me, and then everyone that I assigned to their tasks, like coding, animation, design, I had a hand in, and like I got to learn all of that stuff at the same time, which was like really like mind blowing. Every day felt so full.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, working on a team is so cool.
Nice.
That's.
Oh my god, because you learn things that they know, and yeah,
To quote,
you just want to.
I was gonna say, to quote my teacher that I threw some shade in at the first episode of Yes, or the 3rd episode.
No. All right, this the same as that episode. Also send this to me. No.
Yes, please. Let's start some drama. But the quote is it was like not everyone knows everything, but everyone knows something. So there's always going to be something that your peers know that you don't, and like it's worth it to like see what they're doing and see what they're up to and be like, oh shit, I didn't know that, or I didn't know about this website or this resource. Just like fucking collaborate, dude. It's the best.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Phil. We're collaborating right now.
Oh shit.
by making a podcast. And
are we? I thought I was just talking to my internal monologue.
It's great. I feel like we're done.
Yeah. Here. I feel like
yeah, 1 hour in. All right, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
And
anything we should inform them on? Yeah, remember it's a bi-weekly podcast.
Yes, we will be back. We will be back to talk at you in the future.
You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait every 2 weeks.
Yes.
We might have hopefully we get the guests we're supposed to get on this episode and the second.
Oh yeah, one. We've got some irons in the fire. Some people we are going to collaborate with. I'm excited for that. Be sure to check out all our artist pages. I hope you don't mind me saying that, but like, the stuff that we talk about, that's where you'll find some of it.
No, except for me, but you find Phil's stuff.
Yeah.
I just have a Twitter and Instagram, but like I only have like 2 posts of art.
Also, be on the lookout for Phil's Stream of Consciousness, where I'll probably have my buddy here, Yodr, on in the future.
I'll order another burrito. Maybe some tacos this time.
The sequel.
A quesadilla. A quesadilla. This time. Next time.
Alright, well, thanks for tuning into Virtua Made, everybody, the inaugural episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any thoughts about the show, any suggestions, or what you thought about the ideas we presented here today, feel free to just leave a comment. I'd like to have a discussion.
Yeah. Alright, sayonara, and yeah, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's start another episode. Okay.